Sound check 1 2 1 2. Welcome in to another SR51 Media stream. I am your host, Salaries. It's time. It is finally Madden 22 time. Now, just to make you aware, I have bought the game. I don't know what happens when that trial time runs out August 17th, but this is the official first stream of Madden 22. Now, just to make you aware, we're going to go for a couple hours, at least a good couple hours, because I'm home from work and don't have to run around right now. But tomorrow there will be another stream of Madden. I don't have to go in tomorrow, so getting a lot of feedback there. I don't have to go into the same hours tomorrow, so we're going to be diving into Madden 22 tomorrow in depth. There's nothing else I really want to get to game-wise. I want to get the feeling for players and where we're going to be, maybe mash down some games, things like that. Now, I mainly want to jump into franchise. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. So what I was saying was, slow down a minute too. What I was saying was basically, this is going to be the beginning of Madden 22, our journey along with it. I want to get into franchise mode, but I feel that once again, just like with the trial, we should start off with the game. We're going to start this stream off with at least one game. That way, while we're moving around in the office, we at least got one game banged out, and it wasn't like we just did the office all night. Because there will be days where we do trades and, try to fit in a game, but we might only get trades. So let's jump into an exhibition. I'm going to go play now. Don't really want to go online because all that's going to happen is if I get up a score or two, somebody's going to quit. I don't really want to play the preseason game because when I played the preseason game, they took the starters out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to custom game. Eagles versus the Cowboys, I don't think so. How about, because the Eagles are rated at 80. How much is the Cowboys rated at 84? I'm I'm still learning the Eagles. I don't want to put us online against the 40 against the John. What do you call them? Yeah, I'd rather take Trevor. Let's take new quarterback versus new quarterback. Trevor Lawrence. Yeah, I'd take Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars, our former relocation. Why not? All right, this used to be our former relocation team. We used to play with Miles Jack and Josh Allen and all that. So let's try this out. And just to report too, in franchise mode, there's been a severe lack of information so far about funds. So here's the deal. Basically, we start out with $300 million. When we go to build our stadium, they're going to take a good amount of that money. And then we're going to have to just balance it until we find out how to add more funds. If it comes down to it having to start a new franchise, it is what it is. We'll find out. I don't think we'll have to do that, though. First choice, kick. New team. Let's see who's the X Factors. If is Fletcher Cox the only one? No. Brandon Brooks is a superstar. Jason Kelsey, Darius Slay, and Lane Johnson. So basically, all the veterans on the line and Darius Slay. I'm accepting that. See what the Falcons got. Falcons got. Hold on, wait. I went to the Falcons. We're playing. Who we playing here? Jaguars, right? Jaguars got Miles Jack as a superstar and Josh Allen as a superstar. All right, let's cue it up. Damn. Glad I looked at the playbook. Everything's new in this game, I'm noticing so far. Oh, it's a ready section. See, that wasn't normally there. Normally, you would just press A, and you would just go to the next screen. Okay, simulation, exhibition, even teams. No, we're not going to do that. Quarter length, we're going to put it at 5 minutes. Normally, I play at like 7 minutes. So 6 or 7 minutes, depending on how I set it up. Let's do a 8:15 game because it is currently 9:46. Hopefully you had a good day so far. If you're watching in the East Coast, major shout out to you. It's kind of late. Hopefully you had a good day today. And if you're watching it back on replay, thanks for the replay. Make sure to like and subscribe, set alerts so you can be notified when we go live. Oh my God, I just backed out of the game completely. All right, hold on. Let's do this fast. Multiple defense. Balanced. Ready. $8:15 game. 5 minutes. Advance the game. Okay. Derwin James, strong safety. X Factor. Okay, reinforcements for the Chargers. He's out there with Bosa. All right. We're relocating in case you're wondering, we're going to be relocating the Detroit Lions. And we have made a decision on who is the relocation team, but I'm not telling you until we get to it. So you got to stay tuned. That's right, Jalen Hurts. The rent is due. Let's go, Eagles. Let's go, Eagles. Now, that's new. That's new in this year. That's tough right there when you're coming out. I wonder, you know what's going to be the problem? They're not going to do that for our creative team. But it's cool. We're going to eventually, like I told you, we're going to create a franchise with the Eagles once the season kind of shakes out. I don't know. I don't want to go firing people, and I don't know if they're going to do it yet.
Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pirates.
All right, before we get into this, I need coaching, depth chart, because we're playing a custom game. So now that we're playing a custom game, they're not going to take anybody out that we put in. So Devontae Smith, Jalen Reagor, Travis Fulgham, I'm not going to put Whiteside in because he hasn't advanced as far as everybody else. Because Watkins is pretty far down. Put Greg Ward over Travis Fulgham. And then we'll just leave them as is. They're pretty good wide receivers. We're not getting into trading and moving around right now. Left tackle, Mailata. I'm okay with that. Guard, Dickerson over Samalu. What's his pass block and all that look like for him to be starting over him? Let's see. Can't just put the man in for nothing. Block shedding, 39 over 35. Play recognition, 2 points more. Pass block, 70 over 60 over 67. Pass block power, 72 over 71. Run block, 72 over 71. Run block power matched up, 74 and 74. Nah, Isaac's earning that start in my position. I know he's the rookie and everything like that, but I feel like he's better served as a backup. Okay, left end, Brandon Graham, of course. Right end, Derek Barnett. Yeah, we can leave him in there. I don't got a problem with Barnett. Hargrave and Cox. This is where I'm gonna put the newly picked up Ryan Kerrigan in at this position. Feel like he can play it better. Eric Wilson's okay, Alex Singleton's playing right outside linebacker. He was about to be put in if he wasn't in. Okay, Steven Nelson, Zach McPherson. Okay, who's our free safety? Antonio Harris, who's our strong safety? Okay, so then Kayvon Wallace isn't doing anything. Kayvon Wallace is probably... Oh, yeah, Scott. Scott was doing the thing. I saw his game. Scott was doing his thing, and then Kayvon Wallace. All right. Everything else is set. Oh, wait. The line strength for kicks. Sometimes they don't put the best people in. They put... Oh, snaps. Moved away from the chat. My fault. Where is it? Where is it? Line strength. See? Look at this. Brandon Brooks and these two. They got that guy for nothing. Third down running back, Miles Sanders. Power halfback, Kerry Johnson. Okay, that'll work. That's workable. Slot wide receiver. Okay. Rush left end. Rush right end. D tackle. Sub linebacker. No. Bring Andrew Adamson. Slot cornerback. Bring Kayvon Wallace in his position. And then put him back at that position. Alright, this whole squad, and we playing a regular game, so they shouldn't actually reset anything. I'll settle into this. The second game of 22, because we did, the first game, I call it, it's the second game. Oh. Good run. Yeah, you know. That new commentary. Okay. You can see the strength of our line. That's real life right there. Superstars. Oh. How many yards was that? Okay, 3 yards. 4, actually. Sorry. Counting. Oh, if I was able to get past him. Good run. Juke him out of socks. Good run. right, he's tired. Who's that? Devontae? Oh, this will be a tester. Did he beat him? No. He didn't beat him. He was on it. He was with him. Got it. Mm-hmm. Jalen Reagor fighting for them yards. Pushing through two guys to fight for yards. That's what I hope happened this season, too. Damn, he's still tired? Damn, bro. I done passed like 3 times. Smith. That's right. G-L-E-O. Oh, shit, that might be a miss. He missed it. I can come back to haunt us. Oh, I did sit up here and say we're going to play the Jaguars, and I queued up the Dallas Cowboys. I just noticed that. We didn't sit up here this whole time, and I was like, you know, 1 second. You okay over there? We really sat up here and was like, oh, we're going to play the Jacksonville Jaguars, and I just queued up the Cowboys. Let's do it, you know? It is what it is. We don't won the first game. This is just a warm-up so we can make sure the controls are where they are. Good hit. Good get. Good get, Singleton. Yes. Look at that beautiful stadium. We building a futuristic stadium this year. It's going to take some money. You know, it's going to take some money, but we building a futuristic stadium. I'll figure out how to get that money added back in. Somebody eventually will put it out. It's just it hasn't been put out yet because the game just came out like an hour ago. What time is it? Like 10 o'clock? About an hour or 2 hours ago. Going straight up for the first. Oh, Miles might be a little tired now. Yeah, that's why he was running slow on the last one. Oh, Ertz, you let that get knocked out? Come on, man. You gotta hold on to those. Oh, did he get it? Let's put up the points. Did we put enough behind it? All right. Touchdown, 1, 2, 3. Hit 'em low, hit 'em high. Hit 'em touchdown, Eagles fly. Fly, Eagles fly. On the road to victory. You gotta time that drum. Damn, they got a superstar lined up too. It ain't gonna be easy today. No. 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 It's a beast. Hold on. Trying to run our defense. Trying to hurdle us down the field. Hurry us up down the field. Zone covers. Cover the back. Backfield. We can stop Zeke if he comes through. Down. Get down. L-E-S-E-O. Yeah. Yeah. Yo, it's Eric Wilson. You want to keep going? L-G-S-E-O. 3rd and 27. What you talking about, bro? And that's not even a built-up team. Wait till I put Fletcher Cox beside some rookie nasty boy out of the draft somewhere. He had like, what, 20 sacks in 21? In Madden 21, we had like, I still got to go back. Yes, if you don't know, on the website, we put up all the stats from games that we play. Well, at least the games that we keep up with. And I will be putting up the Madden 21 stats, what championships were won, superstars and all that sorts of stuff. But I know Fletcher Cox, I know he had like 20 sacks one year. I'd rather throw one. You never know, we might get a long pass or something. Put us in field goal range. Oh, he'd have caught that with one hand. I hit the timeout button and everything. Wouldn't it? Let's just go for the run and call it a halftime. Oh, if he was able to stay upright. Good running, though, Curry. Good running, Johnson. Good running. Well, there's no other game, so this will be the first halftime. We can get a look at halftime, too. Yeah, he was going to get tackled by the punter. Yeah. I've done it before. I think it was on one of the streams recently, like 2 streams ago. I tackled a dude right down the middle with the punter. Oh. Oh, I was blocked double time. Just to remind you, after this game, we will be setting up the franchise, and I will reveal what team we will be using. Got to stick around. Not gonna spoil it for you. Oh, I pulled the defender. Damn. Still had to throw it away. Good hit, Apps. Good one-on-one hit. spinning and shit. Oh, I thought he fumbled. He was tired. I'm surprised they let him keep that, man. I saw him breathing hard at the line, and he still kept that. Yeah, they might run him again. Or a different running back. Big play, Slay. Damn. Linebacker dogs. Ah. Had to commit to Zeke, but all right, all right. They line their superstar up with Fletcher Cox, keep him from getting to him after the first quarter. That's what they've adjusted in the third. All right. Good run, good run. Yup. Come on, Ertz. Damn, dude. You got to bring them Jones in. Yeah, I'd have to go for it here because we're only up by 3. Good run, Miles. Dallas Goedert's down. Zach Ertz ain't catching stuff. Oh, he just leaped on him. Oh, if I'd have went up, I might have got away from him. Upper arm bruise will return soon. Yeah, let's keep him in there. It's on. I mean, this is an exhibition game. This ain't franchise. Franchise is after this. Run. They ain't catching them. I'm telling you, man, they rated them. They're gonna see something. They're gonna see how he played this year. As long as he stay healthy, watch. All right, he's tired. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, the 2-point thing. I forgot about that. I forgot we missed that 1-point kick and we're not up by 3. Oh, yeah, they can get them to use these timeouts, too. It's used their last timeout. That's right. A-G-L-E-S Eagles. Great game today. Great game today. I see improvement in him as a running back on the game from last year because his speed is like more trucking now. Like when he meets a defender, he can truck through instead of having to juke him. Like I like that he can push through the line now. And we took so much time off the clock. That's how we got to play it sometimes. You know, when the team, because they're rated higher than us. So at the same time, you know, you got to play it different. Plus, there's a lot of players on the team that I'm getting to know. Oh. Down in bounds. Second runoff. Timeout. Too much and no rest for the defense. They'll get outrun. Cover 4 quarters. Oh, you gotta take that. Had him on the run. We'll take that. Steven Nelson, the new Eagle. Yes, Eagle. I was trying to get it to Devontae to see if we can get a touchdown in the end. It's cool, though. We'll take the victory.
So that'll do it for us, for my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew.
We had 47 passing yards. We beat them on the ground, 157 rushing yards.
The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.
All right, we have warmed up the charts here. So it's time to reveal the franchise mode and what our plans are going to be, what we plan on doing. We have picked out a team. I had to look up if I retweeted a video that was about another content creator that did every NFL relocation team and what their uniforms look like. So I had to go through that before we could create a franchise. So we're going to go ahead and delete the one that we created on the trial because that was kind of fast-paced. Okay, use real-life rosters. Cloud. So it can update itself preseason week 1.
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with.
Now, we're choosing, when you come into weakest teams, the Lions are 74, and the closest team to them are Steelers. Steelers at 77. No, that's a little high. Yeah, 74. Yeah, Steelers at 77. The Dolphins at 78. Oh, the Falcons at 74. So so if we're at 77, we're 74 and the Falcons are a 74. So basically, both of these teams are the 2 lowest rated teams in Madden this year. So I like to take the lowest rated team, like I used to use the Jaguars and things like that. But I like to take the lowest ranked team that basically has, an NFL shot. Some people would say no chance of, winning. And I don't believe that's true because look at our Eagles in the year when we, St. Nick Foles took us to the Super Bowl, with the help of Carson Wentz also. So basically, it doesn't really matter about your rating. But your rating does put into the team. Now, what I need to do before I go in here, before we actually get into this is I need to at least see what their roster look like because I don't want to be flying blind. It's not like I'm a fan of the Detroit Lions or anything like that. Forget what conference they're in. Ain't my team. Let's see. I can tell you right out the bat who's going to be the people that go just by looking at them. Some of them. Jared Goff. Goff is a 77. Jalen Hurts is a 72, so he's probably gone because he's one of those players that'll get you back a good player probably. He's a little bit lower ranked though. Halfbacks. All these dudes are probably gone. Probably maybe I know him from another team. I know him from I think the Packers. I don't know him, so possibly him and not him, or just these two. Fullback, I'll be going for use check. I always go for use check. Best fullback in the game. Probably gonna trade all these guys. All these wide receivers. I'm not gonna start projects with you. The highest one is only like 79, so I might hold on to him, and then we'll see about the rest. He's a pretty good tight end. T.J. Hawkinson is a pretty good tight end. I could see trading him for Zach Ertz, possibly. Left tackle. Okay, he's pretty good. Got some good linemen. Linemen are those transcendent things where you don't really change them around. Oh, Vitae. He was an Eagle. I can see still getting Lane Johnson and Brandon Brooks if they hand him over, though. Left end, complete weak spot. Gonna need somebody there. Right end, this dude's pretty good. That guy's pretty okay. So these two might stick around. Or he might get traded for somebody that I want, possibly. D tackle, gonna need somebody there. Basically, Fletcher is gonna play that position if I get him. Left outside linebacker. He might be gone. Middle linebacker. I can see keeping him. Right outside linebacker, Trey Flowers, 81. He would stick. I keep Trey Flowers. Cornerback. Gonna need some people. These guys are gonna be like, go. Free safety, gonna need somebody. Strong safety, probably gonna need somebody. What's the kicker and punter look like? Kicker is average. Punter is a little bit above. It's basically nice. All right. So just get a look at what we're looking at as a team, so I know. All right. Now, what I did last time was just to let you know, you roll a franchise. So what you do is you create a franchise, and then you look to see what quarterback is coming out that year. If you get the number one pick, like, it's not easy, but if you get the number, not to say it's super hard, but it's not something they'll give it to you. You have to, like, work a trade and put it together, something they'll accept, right? If you trade them and get the number one pick in the draft, you get to pick whatever is the best quarterback you feel as though it is. I like to load up on first-round picks because the first year I'm not playing for the Lions. Like, I'm not playing any year for the Lions. I'm playing for the created team. So a lot of those players that we have that are on contracts and things like that, I've never seen them play. I'm not going to see them play. So they might as well be traded away. You know, that's why I use teams that are, you know, I'm pretty sure people do that with the Eagles and other teams and stuff like that. You don't use your team. You use, like, a team that's basically, like, in rebuild mode. Because the Lions, 9 times out of 10, the Lions are, to tell you the truth, the Lions are in a bad position this year. But if they have a really, really, really bad year, they're going to be the team up there number one for the first quarterback. So how bad would they be when the next year's Madden probably got that nigga on, you know? So Detroit Lions. Okay, now in this window, give me 1 second. I have to back this window out. All right, we're back. Okay, change role. Oh, I know what I need to do. 1 second. We're good. I just needed to change something in the window there, just to let you know that's the part that you don't want to flash, the league settings, because that's where your passwords and things like that are in future settings. Okay, change role. Owner. Financial mogul. I like to start with financial mogul. Start with 300 million funds. Money, happiness will always be there. So the players, when we go to give them contracts, they typically like our contracts. We don't get a good legacy score when we start off, and the player happiness starts a little bit lower than where somebody else would start. So we have to work against that. So, max experience is the max. That's another thing too. Hold on, getting a little warm under the collar. 1 second. So, if you don't know, this is the max experience. When you play franchise mode, and don't get me wrong, some people like playing from the coach's perspective because maybe they just love being a coach. I love looking at it from an owner's perspective because of the fact that it gives you control of everything. The coaches, the players, the coaches, the players, the hot dog vendor, the stadium, everything. You don't have to worry about it, right? So we're going to start Lions. Preseason 1 as an owner. And then what we're going to do is hope that a good franchise quarterback is coming out. I got up. Okay. Congratulations, you've unlocked 60 staff points to spend on franchise Planet Tree. Now, I'm pretty sure I got these 60 staff points just for ordering the MVP edition. So, this is the chart he was talking about. Game day, panels, track your goals. Okay. So, the first thing we jump into, see if it's here. Okay. Okay, now in here used to be a setting where you could, I'm not seeing it, used to be a setting in here. I got the 60 points. Used to be a setting in here where you could add funds, but now I don't see it available. So, like I said, I'm gonna keep an eye out for that, and we'll just operate with the funds we have until we can fix it. All right. So the first thing we're gonna do is gonna come over and see what is the salary these guys are running with. So, manage staff. Oh yeah, that's the first thing we got to do is the staff. See some team salaries. There we go. Okay, so we are running $144 million staff. So that's a definite rebuild team right there when you're running 144 million. Now your top best player has a 6-year contract, so that's good. The tight end has a 2-year contract, that's good. Basically the guys in the 80s are linked up for the next 3 to 6 years, so that's pretty good. 79. When you get down into the lower numbers is when they got 1-year contracts and stuff like that. So might want to dip them out of there. Let's see. So the first thing we're going to do is get rid of the coach. Franchise staff. What's this? Oh, that's good to know. You can hire a staff now. This was never really like this. You know, normally it'd just be you hire the head coach, the offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, and that's about it. Now they got view talent tree. All right, first thing I'm gonna do is fire Dan Campbell. Yep. Hire head coach. Okay. So let's see. We got talent trees, hiring bonus. I have 60 staff points. So I think he costs 32 staff points. The head coach is one of the most important pieces of the pie here. So offensive scheme, vertical power run, defense 3-4 under. Let me look up Dan Campbell before I actually get him up out of here. Let's see Dan Campbell. Oh, that guy. You gotta get a guy in there. Brandon Starks. I wonder if these are names. Let me see something. I wonder if these are names or like just made up names. Brandon Starks. Coach. Nope. I think this is just a Madden thing. Okay, so Brandon Starks, spread Tampa 2. I don't like that. Vertical zone run. Offensive playbook, Nick Sirianni. He falls back to Philadelphia's playbook. Emmanuel Ortega. Let's see Emmanuel's talent tree. Okay.
When you have enough stat points, you can begin purchasing talents or special skills that will improve your team on or off the field.
Okay.
To see what effect each talent has, highlight it on the talent tree.
This is brand new, just to let you know.
Talent is available for purchase.
This is brand new to coach mode.
Trees make you select a path to follow to build your character. Upon purchasing one of these talents, the opposite path will be locked, so choose wisely.
And then I'm pretty sure what they're doing, just to give you a heads up, I'm pretty sure, because this happened to me on NBA 2K, when you buy the MVP edition and they give you credits, like these staff points, this may not transfer to a whole nother franchise if you use them here. Because on 2K, when you create a player and you put in them VC points, you can't create another player and put in that same amount of VC points. It don't work like that. So you might want to pick, wisely. So we probably won't be rolling a franchise for a quarterback because I don't want to, lose the points. If he's the average quarterback, he's average. We'll build him up. So he asked for, what was his name again? This is the talent tree for Emmanuel Ortega. Let's see. Decreased multi-week injury recovery time. Okay. Player personnel talent cost 10% less. Offensive coordinator talents, more talents. Increased XP gain for players. Okay. All right. Increased XP for strong safeties. Okay. Increased linebackers, cornerbacks, quarterbacks, wide receivers, halfbacks, offensive linemen. And then all players on your team kind of scheme fit during training. Reveal a healing development trait for one player once per person. Slow rating regression for one season per position. Okay, now let's see if the other guy, because who's in the running is Thomas Peters and Brandon Starks and Dan Campbell. We let go of Dan Campbell, the guy that was running the Lions, because we're building a whole new team and I'm not keeping the Lions quarterback. So spread Tampa 2. I don't like Tampa 2. So I like Thomas Peters and Emmanuel Ortega. Let's see if Thomas Peters' skill tree is the same thing. Yeah, kind of. kind of looks to be the same thing. Wide receivers, tight ends, halfbacks. Oh, wait, he ain't got no wide receivers in there? Or is it on the other side? Linebackers, defensive ends. I didn't see nothing for wide receivers. Offensive linemen, halfbacks. Oh, here we go. Wide receivers. Okay. Quarterbacks. All players play together. So basically, him and the other guy have similar to the same traits. He might have like 1 or 2 different traits. I like Emmanuel Ortega. I'm going to hire Emmanuel Ortega because he's playing. His baseline is the Philadelphia Eagles playbook. And out of all of these playbooks, Detroit Lions, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Atlanta, I feel more comfortable if I do, like say we go into a game and I forget like I just did to set the playbook. At least it'll be set to Philly versus being set to a vertical 3-4 or a Tampa 2, which I don't like because that means we only have like what three linemen, and then a base 3-4, which is mostly sometimes 3, not 4, and then a base 3-4 under, which is basically still 3 and not 4. I'd rather go 4-3. So hire Emmanuel Ortega. Let's see how he look. We can come back to this window. Let's see how he look. Oh, we don't have that window anymore. That window when they walk around their office back and forth. I just realized. Congratulations, you have 60 franchise points. Managed staff. Franchise staff. Okay, and it's always just as a blowout win by 17 points. Game day goal. Hey, I don't know about that. He coming in with some serious goals. Blow him out by 17 points. Okay. Oh, and just to let you know, when you're starting up a franchise and stuff like that, it's probably better to get your staff and your free agents and all of that before you click forward a week. Because typically what you're doing, everybody else is doing. Everybody else in the NFL and your franchise, even if you're playing against a computer like I am, 31 computer teams, everybody is going to start grabbing up players and coaches and stuff like that. So you kind of want to do it in the beginning. Who is this guy? Multiple zone run. Fire this guy. We starting fresh. Scorching the earth. Okay. So we got offensive coordinators, offensive scheme, multiple zone. We got West Coast power run, 4-3 cover. Offensive playbook. John Gruden. Jay Gruden. Okay. Seattle's defensive package. Seattle Pete Carroll. Okay. Multiple zone run. The sky's 3-4. Carolina and Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's a nice one. Defensive playbook from Pittsburgh would be nice. That'd be nice. Nick Gregory, vertical pop zone run, Tampa 2, defense, Dan Campbell, Indianapolis, Frank Wright. And then the guy we fired. And then it's going to cost points to hire him. So, but let's see what the talents are for, what is it? What's his name? Let me go back to his name. His name is Jamie Rodriguez. West Coast Power Run 4-3, John Gruden and Pete Carroll. See what he got on talents. Get the ability to equip X factors on offensive linemen. Okay, that'd be nice. This is really changing, just to let you know, this is really changing franchise mode when you get into it because none of this was here. Like, this is the type of stuff where now I have to add this into how we build the team too, the coaches and how they give you points and stuff like that. Normally, they don't get a factor. I like his X Factor on thing. Let's see if anybody else has the same thing. I think he's the front runner for me. The only other one was this Pittsburgh guy. Let's see if he has the same abilities. Oh, okay. So everybody kind of mirrors themselves in abilities. I'm going to go with the Pete Carroll guy and John Gruden because I feel as though, once again, both of those playbooks are pretty good because you got John Gruden from the Raiders, legendary dude. And you got Pete Carroll's, Seahawk defense that's always pretty nice. So, hire Jamie Rodriguez. Did they take the 27 points? No, they're adding points. Okay. Fire Dean Fuller. You gotta understand that's why the Lions ain't winning because if I would come in right out the bat, like it's gotta have something to do with the staff. You gotta scorch the earth sometimes. West Coast zone run 4-3 quarters. San Francisco and Buffalo. Man, spread 3-4. Tampa Bay. Los Angeles Raiders. Okay. West Coast power run 3-4 Storm. Las Vegas Raiders. John Gruden. So wait. Who the hell is the LAR Sean McVay? Oh, Los Angeles Rams. Okay, I'm what the fuck? Los Angeles Rams, Sean McVay. Las Vegas Raiders, John Gruden. Miami by B. Flores. Let's see the play tree on Jack Pearson, because we have somebody in here that has a John Gruden playbook. So it would be only smart to bring in somebody that has, more John Gruden stuff. Boost. Tackle for linebackers by 1. Okay, this is a lot of good stuff. We'll get to using their points after we set it up fully. I'm going to go with Jack Pearson. Or Jack Pierce. All right. Oh, snaps. Wait, go back. Go back. 5% discount on players older than 30 contracts. 2% trade value increase for user draft picks. 2% trade discount for CPU draft picks. Guaranteed trade package for current user picks for the draft. Non-X Factor user players will be valued one day to high. Okay, so that's stuff you get into for player personnel. So the staff is hired. Next thing. Next thing to do, you want to come into manage team, stadium. I'm going to dismiss. Oh, they're not going to let me dismiss the Raiders. Oh, I forgot to put the setting on. Good thing I didn't get deep into this. The setting is not there for you to be able to move this team. When I blanked you out from the screen, I must have looked off, so good thing we're not too far in. Delete this. Like I said, we're not going to roll for the quarterback. If there's not a serviceable quarterback out there, then it's okay. We'll just go with a quarterback until we can draft one. Where the hell are the Lions? And I don't need to view the player trait trees for the coaches because they all seem to be the same thing. 1 second. Okay, we should be past that window, and then owner, Mogul, name entry, and then what I'm gonna do to make sure that cleared, because you have to go into the settings and you have to press users. You have to put in. I put in all users only for relocation teams, because if you don't, the whole NFL will start to just move all over the place. Max experience, change roles. Yep, everything's cool. All right, so let's go in here and make sure we can relocate the team first. No, we don't need to listen to all that anymore. Wait, let's go in and make sure that we can move the team first. That the setting went through. Yep, the setting went through. Stadium is the lifeblood of your franchise. If you have the funds, choose to upgrade different parts of the stadium or renovate. You can only upgrade if the stadium is big enough to allow and if your stadium rating is low enough. Otherwise, you can choose to rebuild or relocate. See how when we came down to this tab here a minute ago, it said that you couldn't relocate the Lions because they have to be a 20 rated or below. But when you turn on all users only on the relocation tab in the league settings of the franchise in the beginning, you can relocate any NFL team you want. So you can pick any NFL team and you could just change them. Even if you feel like I want to move the Eagles to fucking the West Coast or Dublin, Ireland somewhere, you can do that, at the end of the day. So relocate the Lions. We are officially in relocation business. I'll check with a couple cities and see if anyone's interested. Keep an eye on your things to do in a couple of weeks to choose a city. I know the city we're going with, but I'm not going to ruin it for you till we get there. Lions, even though this is a small part, I don't need to read that. They're complaining about the Lions. All right, and what are we doing? Staff. I wonder if it's going to be the same staff or do they generate a whole new staff?
Welcome to your franchise.
I already know. Fire Dan Campbell. Hire a new coach. I don't need to look at the player trees. Oh, I think it's the same dude, Emmanuel Ortega. Okay, cool. Is straight the same?
Stat points can be when you have to see some talent trees may be
Yep, they about the same. All right, so everything's stuck. Hire Emmanuel Ortega as the coach. And then fire this guy because we fired him. And then we hired, I'm trying to remember, John Gruden, Pete Carroll, Jamie Rodriguez. And then fire this guy. Hire another defensive coordinator. It was John Gruden and Jake Pierce. Yeah, it was Jake Pierce. That's how they did it in Philly. Whole new staff, whole new run. Okay, so we got our staff. Okay. Teams in relocation. We're not playing in those seasons. Got 60 staff points. We'll get into that once the team is settled. At least in the new city with the team and everything. Okay, so free agents. There you go. Free agents. Before they get scooped up, the players that we would like to have on the team. Maybe we can work something out with some veterans that didn't, because a lot of times in the NFL, people go into the free agency to try to see if they can get a better contract than what the daggone original team's offering them. Okay, we got Richard Sherman. I'm a fan of Richard Sherman as a player. Yes, I saw everything that went on.
Here you can see your strengths and weaknesses by looking at your archetype ratings.
Okay, yes, I saw everything that was going on, but I bring him on for the $5 million. When you look at him, 85 ranked cornerback, number 21, all green, leader, type of thing you can use to rejuvenate a defense. So we'll have to sign him to a contract. I'll see how much he wants, but he's one player that I could see bringing on to the team. Like, yeah, I want him here, for the next couple of years and stuff. Let's go position by position and see who's out there before we start committing the players. Colin Kaepernick. Okay, so here's the deal with Colin Kaepernick. So normally I would bring Colin Kaepernick in as a backup to me. So what I'm going to bring him in as potentially could be the number one starter because of the fact that if there's no good quarterback for me to trade for, then he probably will be the starter. So he wants $15 million. So we're already spending, some of the money already, but you can also use them as trade picks as the year goes on. So we're going to bring in Kaepernick. 15. I wonder if they say congratulations. Yup. Congratulations, you're about to sign Colin Kaepernick. Hit yes to confirm. Yes. Colin's on a 1 year. He's 81 too. It's not like you're signing somebody that can't play. Okay, halfbacks. Who do I think is pretty good to bring on? LaShawn McCoy been doing it for a while. He doesn't want too much to come online. I myself would prefer a power back, but Frank Gore been around for 16 years. Adrian Peterson. I mean, elusive backs are nice, but there's nobody, up here. Le'Veon Bell, he don't want that much. What's his stats looking like? I mean, I think Le'Veon just, but then how is he in the locker room? Because he did talk some shit. Yeah, he did get to run in his mouth by Andy Reid, boy. But I think Le'Veon might be able to do it. Number 35 ranked linebacker, charismatic, fights for yards on medium balls, covers up the ball, keep feet in bounds, balance, penalty tendency. Break tackle is up there, speed, acceleration, agility, carrying, ball carrier vision, trucking, stiff arm. Juke move, spin move, change the direction. How much you want? Let's bring him on for the 2. And we'll take it as the year goes and see what we want to do. See what moves we want to make. 67 fullback. Where does he rank? Number 15, huh? He got some good stats to him. I think we can maybe do better though. Well, he only wants $1 million, but we don't want to flood the. Let me see. What's our fullback now? Before we we'll make. You know, we'll do just sign him and make and pick out the best person when we get him. Oh, wrong button. I mean, wrong menu. Normally you just fly to it, you know, in 21 because it's been the same way for so many years. But you gotta like look to see where stuff is in this one. Yeah, he only wants $1 million. He's number 12 ranked linebacker. I mean fullback. We're gonna need a fullback. It's getting for the $1 million. Hold on, how long has he been around? 7 years. 9 years. It's not that long. He's 34. He only has 3 points on the 25-year-old below him, but 66, 9 years, 7 years. Let's not get either one of them. We'll hold the fullback off till next year, or a little bit later on down the field. Golden Tate. Let me look this up. It's Golden Tate. Doesn't he play for the Giants? I don't bring on Giants players. Don't he play for the Giants now? Yeah, he played for the New York Giants. He left my Eagles to go to the Giants. I ain't playing with that dude. Fitzgerald. Nope, Fitzgerald on his way out. Amendola 2. Alshon Jeffrey. That's a lot of money. You know, $4 million for a year is a lot of money. He like, I don't want a Super Bowl. He want me to come out of retirement. Josh Gordon, no, his time has passed. He hurt already. Damn, I haven't signed him and played him. He already hurt. D.D. Westbrook, it's a lot of money. I think we can work the free agency because you got to keep in mind too. There's going to be an off-season free agency too, so you might be able to put some good trades in for some good players. That's why I'm like, I don't want to pick up so many players, you know, and flood the team. I'm looking for people that, you know, you've seen them before. You know they can play. They might just need to get their career back on track. So from the wide receiver position, from the wideouts, no, I will wait on the wideouts. Because I want Golden Tate to go wherever he's going to go. 1 second. Tight end. Trey Burton is out there. Tyler Eifert. Jesse James. What's the stats looking like? Team player. Doesn't he drop balls? There was somewhere they had in his lineup last year that he drops passes. Yep, he still got drops passes. Damn, I see why the Steelers didn't bring him back. He must really drop balls like that. Trey Burton. Well, Trey Burton won less than Tyler Eifert. Vertical threat, 29 years old. Let me see, what you got? Line him up. What you got? 7 years in the league. I've seen Trey Burton play for our Eagles for a little bit. He played for a bit. Top 9 tight end. He almost at 80. How much you want? $2 million a year. Let's bring him on for the $2 million and see if we can't work something out. If we can't, we'll get him up out of here. Lineman. Okay. Got a nice, good lineman out there. He's been around for, ooh, that's a lot of money. Let's see who else is out there before we commit to him. Kevin Osimley, he's normally out there. Jason Peters, okay, not surprised. 74 center. I'll make sure there's no super guy. 72 right guard. 73 right tackle. So the highest lineman is this guy. Let me see. Is he the highest rated lineman? Yep. Kevin Osimley is technically the highest rated lineman. For $5 million, a lot of times it's a good contract to have, but we're not in the year that he's gonna play. So, and then they're like 11 years and stuff like that. You know, I could give him the contract and then they retire on us. Jay Sweezy. JR is looking pretty nice. Team player, undisciplined penalty tendency. No. Right tackle, Demarion Dotson. He's been around for 12 years, 9 years. Yeah, we'll probably have to build a line. I normally build the line myself anyway, just through trading for some of the best players. So I'm not going to. Well, then Jason Peters did play 17 years. So a lot of these players might play a little bit longer than what they are. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to bring on, that'll be about 10 million between these two dudes. Let me see the rest of the players before we put down on them. Oh, okay. Excuse me. Oliver Vernon. Oliver Vernon. Yeah, I'm saying it right. Like, his name's a little different. He is hurt. He will be out 7 weeks, but he's a star. He's been in the league 9 years. 83 rating. Number 11th ranked left end in the game. With him being hurt, you might be able to get him for a good deal. Let's see. He is 30 years old. The boy below him, Jarrell Casey, has been in the league for 10 years. He's a normal. He wants the same money he wants. I don't think that's fair for him to ask for the same amount of money. And this guy is a star and he's not. So let's see. Between left end and right end, is there anybody else in right end? Okay, we also have Justin Houston, 10 years in the game. Everson Griffin, I know that name. Claiborne, that's where it stops. So Everson Griffin, he's been around for 10 years. How long is the guy we're looking at been around? 9 years. When he comes out from injury, he would make a good either starter or backup to whoever's playing left end and right end. So let's pick him up, and we'll hold him during his injury because by the time the team moves to the new city, he should be healthy if we keep him around for a contract. The rest of these guys, D tackle, Gerald McCoy, no. Damian Harrison Sr., no. Kwan Short, Geno Atkins. Now, I've played with Geno a lot of times. I think Madden 19 and 20. So, how much is his stuff? Leader, number 37 defensive tackle in the league based on his overall. He's in the top 18. He's still in the top 20 of defensive tackles. 90 strength, block shedding, power. He's a power guy. Play recognition, awareness, speed, tackle, acceleration. Leader, predictable player, bull rush, strip ball, high motor, discipline penalty tendency. Okay, let me see something here. So, how much you want? You only want the 2? I can see bringing them on for the 2. Some players need to, you got to build them up because we're going to staff the team with a lot of, We're going to staff the team with a lot of rookies from the draft and stuff if this works out correctly. So these are people that can be built up playing beside them or playing behind them and stuff like that. And you don't want to go too crazy in free agency, just a little bit. Cameron Wake, no. Well, you know what? Normally, Cameron Wake, I sign him, and he plays pretty well. But I know Michael Kendricks is not that far away from him in ability, and he's been in the league less than him. Shaquan Griffin. Oh, the boy from the Seahawks? Damn, what they rate him as? A 74? Damn. Thought they would have rated him higher. So Michael Kendricks. Maybe Michael Kendricks. Reuben Foster. Didn't he play for the, let me see something. See if he plays for the Washington, because I remember him playing for the Washington football team. Reuben Foster. Linebacker, Washington football team. Yep. So it's like he played for the Washington football team. I'm picking that dude up. BJ Godson. 5 years. Let's see what you got. Run stopper. 75. Team player. His play recognition's okay. He doesn't play zone that well, so I wouldn't pick him up just to carry him a year because I'm not going to see him play. People that get carried a year without me seeing them play is people like, okay, you come over to, you see what I'm saying? You come over to a KJ Wright. Now, KJ Wright, right, he's a star. He going to want star contract money. Now, what happened last year in Madden 21 is when he got to the next year, he lost his star ability and dropped to a normal, and he dropped to like 70-something. So he wants like $10 million to be signed on to a team. I had to kind of hold off and wait to see contract. You know, I might be able to flip him. I might want to make him the right outside linebacker. I'm not sure yet. Steven Nelson ends up going to play for the Eagles, so we're going to let him go. Brandon Poole, cornerback, and Josh Norman. Those are the two names that stick out to me from this list. So, star, Brandon Poole. His man-to-man is good. His zone is good, and he's a team player. Let's pick him up. And then Josh Norman. Check his stats, make sure he ain't dropped too far. Man in zone is up there, team player, agility, catching. Yep. Free safety. Malik Hooker. Doesn't he play for... Who's Malik Hooker play for? Malik plays for... He used to play for the Colts, if I'm not mistaken. One second. So Malik Hooker, let's see where Malik Hooker plays. Okay. American football city for the Dallas Cowboys now. Okay. Oh, Earl Thomas. He didn't bow down. Is he still a star? Oh, they got him as normal now. Man, he used to be a star with all sorts of abilities. Damn. He got an intense ability, but I don't know, you might be able to build him back up. At free safety, could maybe try him at cornerback, but then his man coverage is 73. His play recognition is 72. If he hit a block, he gonna get blocked. His tackle is 67. How much he want? He's a big hitter though. $2 million to be able to bring Earl Thomas on and building back up. Why not? Let's take a ride and see what happens. You know, you got two pieces from the what do you call that? What was the name of that thing? Seahawk. What was the name of that thing that was going on there? Legion of Boom. There it is. You got two people from the Legion of Boom so far. We'll see how it turns out. Malik Hooker is a Dallas Cowboy. I'm not picking him up. Let me see. Is there anybody below him worth talking about? Not really. Okay, strong safeties. All right, so we didn't end up signing the lineman, and KJ Wright has been around. KJ Wright is 32 years old. He's been around for 10 years. He's at 83. So the question is, do you pay him because if you're paying him $10 million to come onto the team, it's a strong possibility that he will want a contract, right? And then we could see what the contract is and see whether or not we want to give it to him. But at the same time, we can always trade him and use him as a good, trade option. So we're going to bring him on too. That's $10 million spent there. Quan Alexander, Vic Beasley. I like Quan Alexander and Vic Beasley, but I don't know what we're at linebacker. And Quan is hurt. Let me see something. So Quan's hurt. He's out for 7 weeks. He fits our scheme. Team player. He's number 17, top 15, right outside linebacker. All right, how much he want? 3.5, way less than what's the name? He's hurt, but his injury's 7 weeks. So once again, when we move the team, he'll be able to start. These are players that help you. If you can't get a draft pick, you at least have good players that you can take the field with and see what happens. Okay, so Kevin Osemele is a 79, and Okung is a 76. So let's see what the linemen look like before we sign them to this money, because I'm pretty sure KJ Wright came in and seriously changed things. Where is it? NFL rosters, I guess. Okay, Lions. What are we looking at right outside at linebacker when I brought KJ in? You got one guy's at 79. KJ's at 83. He's over top of Trey Flowers, the captain of the defense. But Trey Flowers has been around 6 years, and he's 2 points below him. He's been around 10 years and only 2 points ahead of him. So, and then Quan Alexander could grow to be KJ Wright and be a star, and you're paying him less. So he might be trade bait depending on how we go. Or you can slide him to middle linebacker or otherwise, depending on how we go with linebacker. What was it? It was lineman, 79 and 76. Okay, he's a 78. He's a 71. 88. 68. And 75. Having those two would help. Maybe one or two of them. I don't know if you should probably pick up two. Let me see that again. Oh, didn't bring the trade window back up. My fault. Let's see here. 79 for 5 mil. 76 for 4 mil. Let's go with Kevin Osemele for the 5. And then we're not gonna pay him $5 million to play behind the other dude, Russell Okung. Wait, let's see what he got though, stats wise. Let's see what he got stats wise, because we might be passing up. Oh, okay. All right, number 20, top 20 left tackle. Yeah, this is one of those guys. Yeah, he good. He good. He good. All right, that's enough free agents so far. I don't know how many of them we picked up. The team has 86 players, and we only have 75. So we have enough players as it stands from free agency. Okay. What's the step chart? NFL rosters, re-sign players. Can we see the re-sign window already? Did they show it to you? All right, showing us the re-sign window from the rip. Offer submitted. Oh, so all these players. Oh no, it hasn't opened up yet. Let me see. Yeah, it hasn't opened up yet. Russell, we can see who wants what. Let's see. The punter want $5 million for 2 years. Maybe. He want $22 million for 3 years. He's out of here. He want $13 million for 3 years. He's out of here. He wants $8 million for 2 years. He's out of here. He wants $10 million for 2 years. He's out of here. Basically, the whole team gone because I ain't seen none of these dudes play. Anybody that wants something ridiculous is gone. $3 million a year, maybe. $10 million for 2, nope, he's out of here. 4 for 2, nope. Richard Sherman, 10 for 1, maybe. Most possibly, maybe. Olivia Vernon, 20 for 2, maybe. KJ Wright won 35 for 2, not a chance in hell, he's gone. Ryan Poole, 7 for a year, that'll work. Colin Kaepernick won $24 million next year, I don't know about that. Le'Veon Bell got a pretty nice contract, 13 for 3, I can see paying that. Trey Burton don't want that much, 20 for 4. Kevin Osemele won 80 a year, that's not bad. Josh Norman won 4. Geno Atkins won 5. Quan won 17 over 3, I can see signing that. That's what I mean, signing a good contract. Russell Okung won 80 a year. Earl Thomas is willing to work for $3 million, I hear that. And the rest of you might stick around too with these pretty negotiable contracts. But a lot of people I'm just going to let slide or try to get as much draft capital as we can. Okay, so first thing we do is trade away the ones that we know we're not going to. Oh, so the first thing is, let's see. Fire head coach. Got to cut 11 players, huh? All right, well, you know how that happens. Let's come on over to the old trade window. First person I go looking for all the time is Fletcher Cox because he's one of the highest rated. Yeah, I feel as though the best defensive tackle in the game. So I go looking for him first so that way I don't end up using draft capital that I could have used on him or other players. So the first thing we do is grip up Fletcher. Let's see how many years. I know. How many years is left on his contract before I pick him up and I'm in a situation where I'm stuck? Fletcher has 2 years left on his deal, so that means next year I would have to sign Fletcher Cox back. But he would be good this year, so when we get to the stadium next year, he's going to need a deal. I could see that. Let's trade Fletcher Cox. They're looking for a quarterback, left tackle, strong safety. What do we have as strong safety? What about these two dudes? No interest? None. Okay. Take Tracy Walker. No interest? None. Okay. So strong safety ain't gonna work. It could be what's his name? KJ Wright. Cause I ain't giving him $30 million. I ain't got no interest in that dude. I'm gonna have to find a team for that dude. They want a left outside linebacker, huh? I ain't trading him that dude. He look like he might be nice later on. What about Colin Kaepernick? Oh, you'll take Cap for Fletcher Cox? That's wildness right there. I just got to put a little bit more with it, and I'll take Fletcher Cox. Hey, you can have Kaepernick. I ain't paying him $80 million. That is not happening. I'd rather take a rook. 5th round pick. Almost there. 5th and the 6th. What do we have as draft capital anyway? Oh, we have the number 3 pick? Oh, man, that's a quarterback right there. They only going to pick 2 players. Even if they pick 2 quarterbacks, you got the number 3 and the number 13. I ain't even got to work that hard. They ain't getting a 5th. Damn, do we have 2 first-round picks the next year, too? Damn. I could see throwing in a 4th to pick up Fletch. Because Kaepernick is, I'm not going to sign him. What? All right, how about a 4th from next year and a 6th from this year? Still declining. How about 2/4? I give you 2/4 of a trade. Fifth. You know what? Let me see if I can use players too. Some of these wide receivers costing me all this money. What does it look like when I don't trade them? Same thing. Is there another quarterback behind Goff? Because I wouldn't trade Goff. Or you know what? Would you take Goff? Because I might work something out with Cap. A little bit lower. They want Cap. See, you want Kaepernick because Kaepernick's more talented than Goff. Like, if I don't get the quarterback that I want, I might settle up with Cap. That's why I'm like, I'd rather trade him Jared Goff and like a third-round pick from next year or something like that. Third-round pick, something like that. It's Fletcher Cox we talking about, people. Third round from next year. How about a third and a fourth from next year? And Jared Goff. They stingy on him. They know. They know. Plus, he's the best player on the team, but they like my favorite player on the team. One of my favorite players on the team. Almost, huh? All right, so this is what we're going to do. Because I know how good of a player he is and I know what he'll bring to the team, I'm willing to let go of a second-round pick in next year's draft. We might get it back. We got 2 firsts. Why not? Oh, still being greedy. Okay, how about a second from next year and a 5th? One second. They didn't take it for the second. How about a second? All right, we can do 2, 3. Second and the third. Let's see if they take the second and the third for Fletcher Cox. Almost. They, they want them 2 seconds, boy. They want them 2 seconds. Let's look around this team because the seconds might be pretty important. You got Le'Veon Bell, DeAndre Swift. I'm willing to let go of Williams. They like him. Almost there. Now let's put a pick with those 2 players. Let's put a third with these 2 players and see what happens. I had to put a second. Damn, they holding on to Fletcher Cox like a mama, boy. Like a mama, boy. I normally be having more draft capital. I'm trying to get it done with the people I got in there. Oh, they hold on to the boy. If I put this with Cap, they would take him. But once I saw that interest, that's what happens. When you see that type of interest that comes up for a player that much, I'm like, I might work something out with him. Or I might take him somewhere else. Quarterbacks, Richard Sherman, Brandon Poole, Josh Norman, Quentin Dunbar. How about Amani? Got some interest in him. Almost. Not the player they're looking for. They need more of a green. They didn't have interest in Russell Wilson. I mean, not Russell Wilson. They didn't have interest in KJ Wright, I don't think. They're looking for a left outside linebacker. Juan. Alright, this is what I'm willing to do. Because it's Fletcher Cox, let's just offer him a second round from this year. We have 2 firsts, and I plan on going to get some more firsts in a minute. So offer him a second from this year and see what happens. Ooh, they know the draft value of Fletch. Second from this year, and a 5th from next year. Start from the 5th. That way we ain't using too much stuff. Almost. Bump it up to a 4th. Almost. So it's got to be a third or 2 twos. Let's see if they take it for the 2-3. All right, one more. It's going to be 2. See if they take it for the 2. All right, Fletcher Cox is now on the team. Took 2 second-round picks. Oh, 1 second. All right, he is now on the team for 2 seconds. And Jared Goff. So this is what we're going to be doing. I'm not shutting down anything. I'm just going to be taking a small break. And I will be back afterwards. So don't go anywhere. All right, we're back. Gonna hear some fans, gonna hear some noise. Tight knit room, just to give you a heads up. Keep that static down and stuff like that. If you have to, might turn it down a bit. Just giving you a fair warning. So where we was players. Now, I said in the chat, I meant it. I was like, certain players I would go get to play alongside Fletcher Cox, of course. And if you're listening, Philadelphia Eagles, we're working on some things about some sports. I'm thinking about some things. So, Philadelphia, don't think I forgot. I'm still thinking of some things when it comes to the Birds. Might got to dedicate some more time separately. Thinking of some things. But anyway, who I definitely would want holding down the defensive line next to Fletcher Cox will be Brandon Graham. The problem is, what would be the price of Brandon Graham? Now, we have a first-round third and a 13th. They ain't going nowhere. We have Fletcher Cox already. So they're looking for we gave him a quarterback. I think didn't we give him Jared Goff? We gave him Jared Goff. They got a quarterback. How you going to ask for Jared Goff and you got Jalen Hurts? See, that's why I'm like, that Deshaun Watson stuff, I don't want Deshaun Watson, nothing against him, because of the problems. It's not because of what you did or how you did it or anything like that. It's because I know people will pick at the damn stadium. And I'm just trying to enjoy my season on a regular year, So I would rather you give Kaepernick a shot. At least with Kaepernick, it's something we all can get behind and stuff. And if it gets diverse, it's diverse. But we can still be united and stuff like that. So that's why I was like, all right, I'm going to keep Cap, and get rid of Jared Goff. Shame that he just got traded to the Lions and he got traded again. But, hey, it is what it is. So I wouldn't give him Cap. How about this left tackle I just picked up for Brandon Graham? Even in whatever year contract he's in, he's done enough to the point where I would keep him around to see. Because he's like an 80-something, isn't he? I went to right in. Yeah, 85. Cap hit of $1 million. Some interest. Okay, so Russell Okung and how about Kevin Osimile? I got him in here for $5 million. It'd be $5 million off my books. There you go. Brandon Graham's now part of the team. Lining up alongside Fletcher Cox. Okay, so other actual players. I'm trying to think, lining them up. I would say, let me see. 1 second. Okay, so other players, I would say Juszczyk, 49ers. Still ranking them the best? Are they still ranking them the best fullback in the game? He was a superstar last year. Still number one, but he's a star this year. He's not a superstar this year. How many years is on that contract? Is he when's he want to negotiate? Oh, he got a 5-year. He must have just got a new deal. He might not be tradable anymore. He used to be easily tradable. They're looking for a right guard, right outside linebacker. I have KJ Wright. No interest? Oh, trade accepted. Oh, yeah, you could take KJ Wright for Juszczyk. Nothing against it. Juszczyk got a 5-year contract. We now got the best fullback in the game for 5 years with no money off our back. Cool with me. Who else? Thinking up here that, if they'll hand them to us, we was able to pry some people from the Steelers a while back. I wonder if that's still the case. I mean, let's at least try for J.J. Watt, but, you come in knowing that it would take a lot to move them. Center, huh? Man, only 25 years old and he young. You know, he doing the thing, especially with Jason Kelsey saying he might not play a year. The game might be programmed to get him up out of here. What about for these two dudes? Just throwing it out there. Nothing. They probably hang up on me if I tried that. What are they looking for? Left tackle? Left tackle, left tackle, left tackle. He's a nice left tackle, but for TJ Watt, let's see how far we'll be off. Ooh, they ain't moving in for nothing. That's about as high as I'm willing to go as a player. Because I know TJ Watt. I caught TJ Watt, just to let you know. You can catch a lot of these players on, what do you call that? You can catch a lot of these players on, free agency. Not free agency, I'm sorry, on the last year of their contract typically. 2 years or 2 or 3 years left on their contract. That's when the team typically likes to push them over and stuff. Like TJ Watt probably just signed his contract recently, so that was just a thought. So we'll shoot that one down. And then if they don't want to trade him, let's see if they'd be willing to trade Minka. Because Minka played well in them last couple games there. And we're looking for a left tackle. Halfway, huh? Okay, we would lose a left tackle who's very good already. So, can't take too many hits in any other positions. I brung Geno Atkins on myself. But there might be other players that can play better out there. Let's see how far it gets us. Nowhere. If we parted with next year's 4th, how far would we be out? Damn. We threw the seconds. We threw the seconds to get Fletcher Cox. I mean to get Fletcher Cox for a 3rd. We would only have a 4th next year. And 2 firsts. No. For a 3rd. Did I try this already? I think I tried it. Sometimes they let you go when you hit them twice. Damn it. Okay, let's try a 5th from this year. You know, I don't like the idea of losing a lineman. It's pretty good for someone that I maybe can come across later in the drafts. So, 2 other people. It would be, Lane Johnson and Brandon Brooks. Let's line up 2 and see if I can line up 2 that they would take. How about, I know I have somebody in here that I picked up. It's pretty nice, but he wants a little bit too much as far as a contract, and I got Brandon Brooks playing in his position. Brandon Brooks. Oh, I can't trade him when he's hurt. You know, I guess I can see where people are coming from. They don't feel as though people should get traded when they get hurt, but that's, that changes things. I don't know. I wonder if it's like that in all sports, or if that's just like an actual NFL thing or some shit. Once again, adult stream. If you're in here, you're supposed to be 18 and up, so that's why, we don't watch the language, just talking, just chilling. Trying to think where I can get these players from. I done already traded away. What's his name? KJ Wright. I'm trying to look around and see, because Earl Thomas just took the free safety position, I think, from all of them dudes. So we're gonna be cutting players there. Then there's no real strong safety there yet. So let's say some picks. How about 2/3? I give you 2/3 halfway there. 2/3, they want a middle linebacker, huh? You can't get him, so no. How about him and him? Oh, you can't get the second one. We will probably need somebody that's green lit, huh? Probably need a green lit player, right? Not even green lit on. I'm not even looking green lit on overall. Like, you would have to find a green lit player on some like their side that they value them good. And you gotta remember, we're working with the Lions, the lowest ranked team in the NFL, so it's not that much ammunition. What about Trey Burton? I just picked him up. I had him before. No green light for that? Stuff. How much time is on this dude? Please don't ruin the trade by me looking at his contract. I swear, Madden has a time when you do that. When you go to the next window. How much? So he gets signed up next year. Okay. For Lane Johnson and Brandon Brooks and 2/3, I'd hand him over. Green lit and everything. Oh, are you serious? Okay, so we'll take the nearest third off. And I don't want to separate Brandon Brooks and Lane Johnson. I feel as though it's a good line combination to the right. Good push. But then this tight end, let me see this young ball. Young ball, a star. 2-year rookie. I shouldn't say rookie. 2-year player. Number 9 ranked tight end. T.J. Hawkinson. It's like with Cap, you know, when I went to go trade Cap, and basically they were like, basically, we want to trade for him more instead of Jared Goff. That's why I pushed Jared Goff, because if we don't find a good quarterback, we could press forward with we could press forward with Kaepernick until we do. So I'm like, yeah, take him off. I'm no longer trading him. I was going to trade him. This is the highest wide receiver out, but we could always put some money down on a wide receiver in free agency. I'm not going to pay him the money he wants. Let's put him in. Dang, they never want him. There's no interest in that dude. He's the highest ranked wide receiver. What about the rest of them? No interest. Halfback position, I got Le'Veon Bell. But this young boy behind him is very nice. He's only 1 point behind him. What about this guy? What do we got? So, they're not willing to let go of both of them. Let's see what the line look like already. Because I think what we're going to do is probably press forward to contract. That'd be like the 3rd week. Because I'm not, like I said, I'm not playing nothing with the Lions. That's not happening. Nothing against the Lions. Nothing against Lions fans. I'm just an Eagle. I don't play with your team. It's like I'm pretty sure if you were relocating the Eagles, you wouldn't play a season with mine. We did the franchise staff, managed the rosters, free agents, trade center. Oh, we didn't check the trade block, if that's available. Oh, it's called Trade Center now? Okay. That's an addition that I'll be marking up. Trade Center. Marcus Mariota, Minshew. Now we got Cap. Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt's a very good running back. Let's see what it would take to free him up. How about What they looking for? A linebacker, right? A left or a right outside linebacker. Now, I don't want to give up too much. Or a middle linebacker. No interest in him. Earl's playing top free safety. He's a little bit ways away from him. Give me 1 second. All right, I'm back. So Kareem Hunt is a good quarterback. Kareem Hunt's a good halfback. I know he got into some issues there. We're not going to go into that. But at the same time, I feel as though he's a good running back. Plays for the Browns. Browns are putting him up for a trade. Let's see if we can work it for... He wants a free safety, huh? How about these two guys? How far are we? To have a running back that you can depend on right out the bat takes a position that you don't have to draft at. I mean, we are getting Le'Veon Bell, but he's a 87 star. See what his contract look like. Will we have to sign him up right away? Yeah, he is under 2 years, so we would only have him for a year, and then we would have to sign him next year when we get there. So you can maybe see him in free agency. See, some players, they're trying to trade because basically, you know, they're not going to be able to sign him themselves. But he is a good player, so we'll look around. We'll see what else is out there before we commit real players to him. Wide receivers are looking free. Those are normally the free agents. Zach Ertz is on the trading block. Wow. Hopefully it does not go through period, but let's see. Let me give Zach Ertz for I want a strong safety, huh? Yeah, I want to trade the starter. I gotta back out and come back in. If you get a freeze like that, basically just back out all the way to, I see it still exists. Some things are gonna be that way. So many screens. Just back all the way out to your main screen. All right, Zach Ertz for. He didn't have interest in those two guys. How about these two linebackers? Oh, no, wait, they have interest in both of them. Trade the one without the face first. Some interest. Okay, we might be able to get him another player. We're about to get away. Give a 68 away. Hold on. We can just give him players away now. And this guy. No interest in Gilbert. All right. Harris. No interest. All right, so they have interest in the two left outside linebackers. 68 and 66. They're both young. He's already on the trading block, so let's see. What do we got at left end? Got another faceless. Faceless always get traded first. Almost there. So we might be able to fill it with faceless players, basically. Him too. Nope. They're looking for a strong safety as well. Almost. QB, middle linebacker. Let's see. Start from the bottom. Almost. It'd be good to be able to add another tight end that I would sign him to a renewed contract to be on the team. Trade is accepted for these two faceless players in Hamilton. Okay, that's cool. Now I have Zach Ertz. That's why I was like, I wanted to wait on Kareem Hunt right away to look around and see who else is out there. Left tackle, no. Guard, no. Center, no. Right guard, no. Right tackle, no. Left end, no. D tackle. Matthew Ioannidis? I want to say Ioannidis. It's the ref will call it fair, but Ioannidis. I want to say Ioannidis. See a player card on this dude. I got to back all the way out again because after I made the trade, it didn't register. And if anybody's wondering, Madden, the official standard edition, like say you don't, because I bought the MVP, right? So say hypothetically you don't want to buy the MVP, you're just going to watch me for 3 days. You know, I'm down for that. Let's say you just watch for 3 days and then you buy the standard edition. It comes out on the 20th. And then also to tell you straight up, Madden normally comes into EA Access on Xbox and I think PlayStation as well, sometime around the holidays. So it's up to you. You know, I always like to give out all the information so everybody's aware and you don't feel like you're shut out or something like that. All right, so we got the fullbacks. Wide receivers wasn't doing it. We just grabbed Zach Ertz. Any other tight ends out there worth talking about? Hayden Hurst. We got Zach Ertz, Trey Burton. We done reformed the Eagles from a Super Bowl, like, you know. Nah, we don't need you. Nothing against you. Now, the next guy that popped up was his defensive tackle. Ioannidis. Matthew. I'm going to go with Matthew until... Excuse me. I'm going to go with Matthew until I hear his full name. What's that contract looking like? Ooh, 2 year. You would want to sign up right when Fletcher Cox wants to sign up, but I would have you on the team, and I might be able to work something out. So let's see what your team would want in exchange. Because let's see. I mean, he looks like he ranks pretty well. Let's see where he ranks as in tight ends. He's number 9. You know, top 5 defensive tackle, intense personality. So you never know. He might be able to work something out with him. Other players might leave, freeing up money for the funds, because I'm not just giving everybody a contract. They're looking for a tight end, huh? We have some good tight ends, but I don't want to give you the ones I got. How about him? How far are we off? Ooh, he's not even scratching the surface. We're not going to carry 4 tight ends and 4 tight ends play. We probably wouldn't even get down to the 3rd one. Nope. Ain't doing nothing. Free safety. Harrison Moore. Oh, shit. Okay. Left outside linebacker, huh? We just gave up a left outside linebacker. We only got one more behind him. Let me see what his traits look like. Is he pretty nice? Practice squad eligible, first year player. I think we could maybe make a pitch at a linebacker over the offseason, and then this guy might end up being a sub, so I'm going to let him go for Ioannidis at defensive tackle. They're not willing to give him up. I'm not going to strip the team apart to get him. Can always put somebody else next to Fletcher. What the hell? Am I skipping right tackle and not seeing it? What the hell? I don't think do we not have any right tackles? Let me check something. Do we not have any right tackles on the team or something? Let me make sure I ain't traded away every damn right tackle we got. Now we got 3 of them. So it's like I couldn't pull none of them up. I went to go trade for Ionitis or Matthew. I don't know how this. I'm gonna let them call this dude's last name first. Because a lot of times, even though they're in their last year of their contract, they still hold value come next year for picks. Trade block, defensive tackle, Ionitis player. Let's just go right guard. Right tackle, no. Left tackle, no, I couldn't give him them. Left guard. What about the guard? How far? Damn. Way off. Left guard. Still a ways out. Staff point on. Right. He's a nice player, but I think that might be that. He might be that player that we just can't grab. You know, like with all the other ones, like Minka Fitzpatrick and stuff like that, because he's on the trading block, but they're not really willing to negotiate. So let's keep moving and then see who else is out there before we overcommit to him. Justin Leduc. All right. I'm gonna go with Justin. Star, practice squad eligible, 1 year, right in. He'd be nice to put behind Fletcher Cox. What's the contract look like? 3-year contract, huh? Wonder what they would want to move you. Everybody wants linebackers. I ain't even giving them no more linebackers. Left guard. Trade accepted. Start right in. Trade block. That was nice. Where are we at? Right in, right? Alright, moving on. See, most players just be a tick away from going green. You kind of got to guess it. You know, look at him and think, oh, Rodney McLeod's up for trade also. McLeod. Is it McLeod or McLeod? I think it's McLeod. I've been hearing it for years. I want to say. We're going to go with Rodney. 31, he would work in the backfield. What you looking for? Same stuff he was looking for before, huh? Now he's looking for left ends. See if they take right ends. Nope. They're sticking to their guns. They ain't getting a left outside linebacker. They can get some middles. Wait, they got interest in the one dude. Trade accepted. Now we got a free safety that can play over top, along with what's his name? Earl Thomas. No kickers, no punters. I've got a lot of people that's going to win contracts and stuff like that. We'll look at it when we get there. So what's the name of the thing? So the free agents have been picked up. The trades have been made. we're so deep in we cannot actually decide to start a new one. We'll just go with cap if the quarterback doesn't come out to be somebody nice. I'll just work my way up through the stats. I gotta cut 8 players. So let's come on over here again to manage roster. And this time trade for picks. That's a good way to average your team. If you're playing franchise and they say cut 8 players, like right now I have 83 players and I have to have 75 to start, you could just trade them for picks. It's one of the best ways to get good picks and at the same time get rid of people and money that you don't need. I think what I'm going to do, I normally go off of the roster. Re-sign salaries. If I notice that, let's just say your amount, like you'll see when we get to the window, some people's amount is more than what I'm willing to pay them. Then, damn, I went to team salaries. What is the team salary at now? It was originally at 144. What are we at now? 192. Okay. It's not too bad. And when you look around the league, most teams, just to show you that most teams, hold on, just so you can understand, they started with a 144 salary. We started with a 144 salary from the Lions, right? So when you come to a team like, say, the Packers, right, 186. They're waiting to sign contracts. When you come to somebody like, say, the Chiefs, right, 193, closer to 200, right? Teams that have already signed up before the game came out, like the Cowboys, 193, right? Certain teams that have already decided to sign players, like the Ravens, right, 158. So you don't want to go too high, but I just wanted to see, where we were at compared to 144. Sometimes we get up there. We get up there to like 2 and 3. I'm trying to keep it down this year. Oh, I hit the wrong one. Nah, I ain't gonna be in here. No. I don't do the strategy meetings. I leave those up to the coaches. Oh, sorry. What I was saying was, instead of just doing it, when I was going to the re-sign window, that's where I'm looking for. Everything's in like new slots now. It's going to take a while to get the muscle memory down. And they'll probably change it up year to year. Assuming. Okay, big decisions. All right, so Zach Ertz, $22 million over 4 years. You'll probably end up signing that. The punter, $5 million for 2 years. Maybe. $22 million for 3 years. Let's see the card. 6 years in the league. Pretty good wide receiver. Team player. Tyrell Williams. How much he want? 22 over 3. $8 million signing bonus. Man, let's see what his trade value is around the league. Does he have any trade value? So you sign a player that may have been the best player on the team when you took over, but isn't the best once you get draft picks and free agents. You don't want to come. The money you give him could be the money for a wide receiver in free agency. Just let him walk. If he has no trade value, because it's looking like nobody's turning, could be because he is in the last year of his contract. But I think it's more of a money and a talent thing. Like basically they're waiting out his contract. So he can stay. Well, I mean, he can walk. We're going to let him walk. I'm not signing him. McLeod or Rodney. We're going to go with Rodney. $8 million over 2. Basically 4 year split. Probably. 13 over 3. Nope. Interest from the Bears on. Let's see who else has interest before we commit to you. A couple teams had some interest back there. See if we can ticket green. I always want to run the whole list. All right, now I remember hearing about a player from the Patriots. Oh, they don't have no interest. Still got J.C. Jackson? Just to know. Stephon Gilmore, yep, and J.C. Jackson. I'll come back to that wide receiver in a minute. They want a middle linebacker or a right end, huh? Brandon Graham's playing left. He's playing right. For one of the best linebackers in the game, that ain't got no interest in him. How many picks we got? What about for a third? Way off, huh? Third this year. Wait. Check and make sure he's not on the final year of his contract. X Factor quarterback. Yep, see, he on a 1 year. We can catch him in free agency unless they work something out for him. Because we would be forced to do the deal this year. Alright, so he has some trade value. Let's see if we can't grab Kareem Hunt, the player we were going to get from the Browns, but we didn't have any draft capital. Pretty low on the drop, so we're going to be getting rid of other players here. Let me find somebody else, and then we'll come back. We might be able to make this Kareem Hunt trade work. It knocked me back a window. And don't get me wrong, I negotiate. You know, I'm not, most of the time, once I see you play and stuff like that, of course. I just can't go off of certain players' names because I haven't seen them play in game. I mean, I've seen them play. I know I've seen him in free agency a couple of years. That's why I'm not willing to just pay him outright. He, I heard, is probably pretty good, but I don't know him like that, and to commit $13 million over 3, that's a lot of money that I could offer. I could bundle his money and his money and get a number 1 wide receiver, and then work some rookies or something. $8 million over 2, $10 million over 2. Alright, so this is what we're going to do to save time, because that'll take too much time doing all those picks. We're going to add them to the trade block. Take the offers as they come in. We have 2 firsts, 1's a third, so we're guaranteed a quarterback pick, because that's number 3. And then number 13, you probably can get a good wide receiver for that. And then, we'll move on, because we'll stock it up with other people. He wants $8 million over 2. I got like 2. I think I got like 3 good tight ends. If they don't get offers and trades, it means they don't have trade value anywhere. $10 million over 2 breaks down about $5 million a year. Let me see. What you got on stats? Not with stats like that. We can go ahead and add this dude up to add the trade block. 1 second. All right, Deshaun has been added to the trade block. Cornerback, yeah, we just brought in Richard Sherman, and he's under a 1 year. Probably look to pay him. Because I don't think his contract came up because we picked him up from free agency. I think I saw it the first time we tried this, but I don't see him up here now. So $10 million over 2. Wait, hold on. Nah, his stats wasn't supporting that. His either. All this money collected. Oh, there's Richard Sherman. $10 million a year. See? Stats is going to be better as well. And I like him as a player. Like, I've watched him play a lot over the years, so this is where we get into decisions. Oliver Vernon. $20 million for 2 years, $10 million a year. He's a very good player on paper. And playing alongside Fletcher Cox on the other side. I mean, Fletcher Cox in the middle, Brandon Graham on the left. This guy on the right might be pretty good. He's not that far off from a 90. Then you give Richard Sherman his money, his $10 million, because he's not that far off a 90. He may not be a star, but you never know what he can turn back into. Brandon Poole wants $7 million a year. I'll probably give him that. Colin Kaepernick wants 24 a year now. He wanted 15 the first year, 24 the next year for 1 year. Decisions. Le'Veon Bell wants $13 million over 3. Probably give him that. Trey Burton. With the tight end we have now and Zach Ertz backing him up, I don't think I would give Trey Burton the $20 million, so he's going to probably be traded. Oh, I'm passing people that I didn't add to the trade block. Window did not want to load. Yeah, so all of them, I'll probably pay them. Earl Thomas. See, these guys don't want too much. This is where you can get players with good skill like this guy. $7 million for 2 years. Acceleration and catching is the first thing on the list. A lot of these other ones you can let go because when you look at the stats, it's money that, oh yeah, when you get into the reds, yeah. So they'll just be, let go. Let me just, where did that start at? About, I would say about here. Right here. We can start loading them up from here. Damien, just in case they knock me out. Belief. This guy. Well, hold up. I don't think we can get rid of the kicker just yet. Because I don't know if we have another one. This guy. It's a good amount. But if we can get some trade picks to come back from all of them, even if they don't come in as first, if they come in as second and thirds and stuff like that, it'll work. You know, more picks, more players, people that are under contract for like 4 years, 5 years, stuff like that. At least see if there's any value in all these players. You know, just review their trades. We're not going to go through all their trades and get to like the draft window or nothing, but we are going to simulate ahead after we do this last step to some windows, because I'm not playing none of the games, so we can at least get to the name reveal on this episode, I think. How many more we got? I'm only gonna go to the yellow. About 3 or 4 more. Okay. Actually, when you get down here, they're not gonna have. What do you call that? They're not gonna have value. So we did all we needed to do, or at least all I'm gonna do on this list. We can go ahead. Oh, you know what? I could have went ahead and cut those other 8. That's where I can get my 8 from, right there. And we can move on, because they're not going to let you move on until you do the 8. Yeah, I know. We can do the cuts from there. Tight end. What would happen if we release him? Damn, he been in the league 18 years. You would free up $900 and $900,000, but incur 50. Yeah, let's do it. 1. The center. Frees up no cap space, but a player space. It's left tackle. They can add him to the practice squad, huh? Nah, that's too much of a work. From 53, he'd be on the practice squad for the next 4 years, 5 years. This guy too. Right tackle. It was probably last year's practice squad. Quarterback, we can let him go. Tim Boyle. Clears up 1, but incur a penalty. So it'll even out at 400,000. How many we got left? Got 2 players. Cut him. Cut him. Okay, so we did the franchise staff, formations, franchise staff, free agents, trade center. Final trade center was, how many picks did we have this year? We have a first round third pick, and a first round 13th pick. Okay. So I don't really need to go hunting just yet for any other picks, because what I'm learning is the draft picks after the 4 years that you pick them up, they want a lot of money. So if I do get a quarterback, and he turns into an X factor, he's gonna want like 200 something million. And if I get a wide receiver that's pretty good, he's gonna want like 100 to 200 something million. I put it in the chat, but Kareem Hunt as the last piece. I think that'll be a pretty good halfback. We have Le'Veon Bell, but it'd be pretty good to have both of them and just see how it turns out at the running back position. I'm willing to give a third round pick from next year for him, because I think he'll benefit this coming year. So let's see if they do it for a fourth before we do it for a third. They might be serious about holding on to him too. Nah. Probably just let him go. For all of that, I would have went to the Texans, because I heard they got my boy Phillip Lindsay. What y'all looking for? Tight end, huh? I'm not gonna work out this contract with Trey Burton. Almost there. Got a guy below him too. Didn't even move it. Let's not give him Burton if we ain't got to. Hunt was on the trading block. So let's give it one more run. See what we have to offer before we call it a day. Not call it a day on stream, but call it a day with his trade. Running back swap. Oh, they're green lit though. Green lit. Let's see. Third round from next year. Oh, we're almost there. We're making some progress. Third round from next year, and a fifth from this year. Almost, huh? I don't think I'm willing to part with 2/3 for Kareem Hunt. I like him, but I don't know if I like him to ride team that much. So let's go a third and a fourth. See what we can do for a third and a fourth. A little bit less, huh? You want another player is what you're gunning for. What we got at free safety? I don't know how to train guys. We have a strong safety. We got use check. That's not even green lit. No, they wouldn't get him. I heard he got interested in the league. He ain't getting him. 2/3, huh? How long is his contract? Is he on like a 1 year or is he on a 2 year? He is on a 2 year, so he'll have to sign up next year. 2/3, huh? That would leave us with what? That would leave us with the first 2 firsts, and then basically off to the 5th round. Let me see the stats. Where does he rank right now? Like, if I picked him up right now. Number 12 ranked halfback in the league, team player, fights for yards or medium ball, or medium hits, covers the ball, predictable player, high motor, balance, penalty tendency. His overall is 50%, which is giving him a boost to his overall of 1 point, putting him he is in the top 4% of halfbacks. So he could be the back for the year, but how far is Le'Veon Bell? How much? Let me see. Before I do, I'm gonna remember Jamal Williams in the 3rd round pick. Before I pull the trigger on that 2/3 and Jamal, let's see how much we would have to pay to Le'Veon Bell to keep him around after this year. Because Kareem Hunt might come in with a very high expectation of salary. Le'Veon Bell wants $13 million over 3 years. So that's less than $6 million a year. Let's see where he ranks compared to him. He's a number 33 ranked halfback. He's in the top 15%. Charismatic, fights for yards, on medium ball, hits, covers up the ball, keeps feet in bounds, balance, penalty tendency. I'm gonna keep that 3rd round pick and the other 3rd round pick in the player. Cause it, if you wanted to trade, you would trade, but it seems like you're trying to get like a boatload, 2 3rd round picks and a good player for him. There's gonna be a lot of halfbacks in free agency. Okay, now we can go to hired coordinator and field staff. Did they say anything in the news? The deal is very close between the Texans. I just put stuff in here now. They don't do it by the thing. Oh, here we go. Oh, they were covering all the trades. Okay. So, how you spend a week? Weekly strategy, manage staff. Here we go. Advance a week. Jump a week. See what trades and offers and stuff come in. Upgrade players, manage staff. Oh, no trade offers? No trade offers. Upgrade players. Who gets upgrades? So I'm talking about Fletcher Cox. Put it on the power. He'll be a 99 before you know it. Watch. Mess around, they gonna be playing all good this year. I ain't gonna get a good draft pick next year. Watch this. Staff, manage roster. I don't need to do anything else with the roster. Advance another week. What we're looking for, just to let you know, we're looking for the week where you can pick the city and you can pick the jerseys, so you guys can at least see the jerseys and the team that we picked, and then we'll take the stream and shut that down till tomorrow, and there will be a stream tomorrow. All of these players can be uploaded on their own. They'll put them in the correct spots. And we're 1-1, okay. Trade offers, okay. Trade offer for right tackle, Crosby, review offer. Fourth and a 7th and a 22nd, 4th round pick and a 22nd, and 7th round pick and a 3rd. I'll take it. Done deal. Let the league office know. See, now we have an open spot. Wide receiver Williams, Tyrell Williams. See what the offers are. 4th round pick in the 22nd. Everybody's offering a 4th round pick in the 22nd. And the 23rd, they're thinking a 5th round pick. So what I would do is, I'm not going to get to that part yet, but I would trade them myself. I wouldn't take that deal if I was you. If you were getting that sort of offer, seeing as how there's interest in him around the league. All right, so they haven't asked us anything yet. Trade accepted. Dolphins, advance a week. Advance another week. Cut 21 players. Okay. So this is what we're going to do. There's no way we can get down 21 players in like 20 or 30 minutes. It's going on. Oh, it is 1 a.m. Okay. So just to let you know, tomorrow there's going to be a big stream. I don't have to go into work, so we're looking at a good couple of hours. If we did 3 hours here, if you're willing to sit through some occasional breaks and some snacks, I think we can be around for at least 3 to 4 to maybe 5 hours tomorrow. So make sure to tune into the same channel. If you didn't, when you came in, make sure to like, subscribe, and set alerts so you can get notified when we go live. I am Salaries on Xbox. We are SR51 Media on YouTube. We are SR51 Media on Theta.tv. I am Salaries on Nintendo. Don't forget to visit our official brand website, www.sr51media.com. And we will see you again on the next SR51 Media stream. Peace.